reactions. What's the topic today? Look, you never know. It's DeeDeesReactions, real life reviews with a real one for sure.
I'm gonna be honest, I think I was the problem in every relationship, because every man that come across me, they come and they take care of me. They treat me like a queen. But the mouth, I'm gonna be honest, it's not only my husband. I think I up every relationship I had. I don't attract whack I attract good and this is how you know they good men, because they stick it out.
That don't make them
make
good
them weak, because they shouldn't even put up with that. But I'm taking accountability, letting it be known that I feel like I am the problem.
Do you date mostly black men?
No, I date mostly black men.
If you're going on that claim that men don't like women, and she's telling you the majority of the women that she know, even including her family, is very disrespectful towards men, very toxic towards men.
But I'm another woman.
What reason would men have to generally like women when you said out your own mouth, you toxic, you disrespectful, you don't value men? Like, bro, like, what the fuck?
Yeah, and this is a shout out to Daily Wrap Up Crew. I'm sorry. Shout out to Daily Wrap Up Crew. Listen, I mean, no lies detected. This woman sit up there and clearly just stated that every relationship that she's been in, she messed it up. Every relationship that she's been in, she messed it up. She was the problem. She was toxic. She was disrespectful. She was all these things. And she keeps saying she attracted good men, but every man that she attracted, she messed up the relationship. So she's admitting that she was the problem. So this is why when women like to try to blame men for everything, I don't buy it, because there are women who literally tell you and show you that, hey, yeah, I've come across good men. First off, you don't really want a good man. You want a toxic man because you're toxic. A lot of these women meet good men who were good dudes, but you messed that up because of your nature, because you are screwed in the head, because you're batshit crazy. You messed every relationship she was in. She was the problem. She messed that up. But a lot of women don't acknowledge that or admit to that. They just, sit back and want to say, oh, well, he was toxic, he was this, without acknowledging that they were toxic as well. And probably more toxic than him. And that's usually the situation. You know what I'm saying? And so when they're saying, oh, there are no good men out here, no, there's not a lot of good women, because y'all ruin every relationship you've been in with good men because you're not ready for a good man. You don't know how to handle. This is why I was saying, oh, you got to be able to handle me. No, you don't know how to handle a good man, because he doesn't do it for you. He throws you off because you're ready to get loud and aggressive and obnoxious. You're the one that don't know how to control yourself. You're the one with the mental issues. You're the one who don't know how to communicate. More than likely, it's the women who have all of the issues, and they're projecting that onto the men. So when they're saying, "Oh, men don't like women," no, y'all don't like men. If you can say you would live in a society where it's just full of women, you gotta hate men, because there's no way. You really gotta hate men to say you want to live in a world with no men. You must hate men. I'm just saying, well, you want to live in a world with all women, you gotta hate men, in my opinion, because there's no way. There's no way. So yeah, I always say it's a projection. It's a projection of how women view themselves, and they don't like it. So they're not going to come out and tell you, oh, I'm a narcissist. I like to control men. I like to beat men. I like to do this too. You don't hear too many women saying that, but they'll project it onto men and say, oh, this is what men do. And they're adamant about it because that's what they do. That's what projection is. You're projecting your own issues onto somebody else, but you're not being accountable for you. You just want it to seem as if it's not you, that it's somebody else, when all the while you're doing the exact things that you're complaining about. And I mean, it's clear as day. A lot of the things that women do or that women complain about is what they actually do. But they want to get a pass from it, but then they want to blame the men and call them out like, oh my God, how could you do the exact same thing? This is why I will say too, that's why I think it's important for men to call out the behavior. It's important for everybody to call out their behavior, because it has to change at some point, or at least the narratives have to change. Hey, you could be how you want in your own individual single life, but you got to stop trying to push a narrative that you know is not true. And accept the fact that that's who you are. You don't want an aggressive, controlling man because you're aggressive and controlling. You don't want a narcissist. All of these things. It takes one to know one. You don't want these things because that's what you are. And you don't want the treatment that you know you would give him. That's the funny part. you know how you are and you know how you treat men. So you don't want a man who's going to do you the way you would do him. That's what I said before. And it's been confirmed that women would never allow the things that they expect men, to accept. They would never allow the things that they expect y'all to accept. The things that they want y'all to do, if you required them to do it, oh my God, they will raise all kind of hell. Who you think I am? Why? I mean, this woman clearly stated that if she met a guy and he was a single father, she would not date him and she would not do anything for that kid. She clearly said, no, I wouldn't accept him. I wouldn't do nothing for that child. I wouldn't, but you expect a man to come and take on you and your child as a package deal and take care of y'all. Like, come on now. And I know women or men are different. But come on, there's certain things that you should not accept. But they'll accept the same way they want a fine fit man, 6 feet tall, 6-pack abs, make 6 figures. And she's 400 pounds. You want him to accept you at 400 pounds, but you wouldn't accept the 400-pound man. How many times have we seen women say, yeah, I know I'm overweight. Yeah, I know I'm a little overweight, but I look good. It's all in the right places, but I would not accept the overweight man. I'm like, oh my God, you got to be kidding me. Heresy. You want a nice fit, tall, dark, and handsome man while you 400, 500 pounds. Are you serious? Are you obese, almost on 600-pound life? Why would he want you? A man who is disciplined in that way. Why would he want you who don't have no discipline whatsoever? You think he's supposed to grab you up and pick your fat ass up and just be like, ooh, girl, I love me a big, big, big obese woman. Oh yeah. And then you just want to be, happy that he was able to pick you up because he's in the gym all. Oh, he picked me up. Ooh. And he probably can't. He probably barely could pick a struggle, give himself a heart attack trying to pick you up, honestly. 400, 500 pounds, but you want this fine man to accept you. When you wouldn't even, we both can't be big. That's what they'll say. We both can't be big. I don't want no big man. We can't be bumping bellies together. Well, why would you think he want your belly bumping him in anyway? Like, why would you want, that's something he want long term. He might not want your belly to bump his or his 6 packs or whatever. Why would he? Why? But it just shows you the mentality. Hey, let me want what I want and I want to get what I want, but whatever you want, you got to settle. You have to settle. That's why they always said, I will not settle. Why? Because these men are settling left and right and y'all think it's funny. No, these men shouldn't settle for you.